All right, welcome back. It's been a couple weeks since we've done a making picks, but here we are. And what's going on, Mark? What's new with you?
Doing all right, keeping busy as usual. I mean, summer's over, man. You're in
Yeah,
all you're in August. Uh, Football camp or training camp has started up again, so things are kind of going to go well. I think what we'll have our first game. Is it next week or the week after? We'll have our first preseason game.
it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is
Look at that, I'm
the
completely off.
Hall of Fame game.
The
Yep,
Hall of Fame game. Huh.
yep. So that's Cowboys and Steelers there in Canton. I think last year it was canceled, and the year before that they hadn't finished the stadium. So this will be, I believe, the first game there.
Okay. Is it a new stadium? I remember being there a couple of years ago. I saw the Hall of Fame stadium, which looked like, how do I say this nicely? Like just like a nice glorified, I'd say Division II kind of like a football stadium. Is it still the same location, or is it a completely new set of
Yeah,
wax now?
it they just updated it. I think they put in new stands, better turf. And I remember the couple years ago when they were finished and they were supposed to play that first game, the turf there was a problem with the turf and runoff, and they had to cancel it because it, it was just too wet on the field, and they were worried about player safety. So this hopefully it doesn't rain and we get to see this new field when they broadcast it.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, I guess that's something to kind of like watch. It's definitely nice to go ahead and see just some players on the field. I can't imagine anybody of significant value playing more than one or two series. um,
Right.
I mean, I doubt that it actually even played like a full quarter, if any.
Right. We might see them just on the sideline. But hey, this is a chance to see Dak Prescott in pads and see if Ben Roethlisberger still fits in his.
Well, I thought he didn't he lean out a little bit. Did I think he did he lose weight, or did he? Am I completely wrong? Did he gain weight?
Oh, I'm sure he probably did to get ready for this year, but he's still a monster guy. So
Yeah,
uh,
I could have sworn that I heard some type of report in passing that he came into training camp in pretty, for Ben Roethlisberger, like really good shape. So I guess, yeah,
that's
you're
good.
right. Be kind of interesting to see what he looks like in pads and how the jersey fits, even if it's just on the sidelines or so.
Absolutely. So, Mark, why don't you give a little rundown on what Statement Games is and what we're about to do in this episode?
Yeah, sure. So we're definitely a little excited, or very much excited, for the upcoming football season. So we're going to be playing a game. You can access that game via statementgames.com, or just go to your favorite app store and search for Statement Games Fantasy Sports, and you can pull up our app and in your favorite app store. But we're basically playing a game. We're going to be taking a look at, I guess, a bunch of rookies. This is like a little bit of
Hmm.
a customized special tournament, taking a look at some of their lines, what they're projected to do throughout the course of the season. So this is a season long game. We're going to be taking a look at a handful of props, picking 10 of them, ranking them in order of confidence from 10 through 1. And I'm not. Are you into the system right now? I'm just wondering what contest number we're actually joining.
We are joining Contest 6, sponsored by the IDP guys.
All right, so let's see here. So if anybody who's listening to this show and has the ability to play in, say, either contest 6, 7, or 8, and this contest is
Mhm.
actually going to expire in 2 days, so you have about 2 days to go get your picks in. But anybody who's playing in this contest, and we'll go through the whole drill on how to play the game here as we go through the process of making your picks. But if anybody in 6, 7, or 8 goes 10 for 10 with their picks, has to subscribe to the Statement Games YouTube channel,
Mhm.
and drop a comment with their top pick in the chat box. If you do that and you go 10 for 10 with your picks, since it's a season long contest, I'll come to the table and give anybody $200. How does that sound? 200
There you
bucks if you
go.
go 10 for 10 with your picks. You got to get in either contest 6, 7, or 8.
Hmm.
Go through that, little description that I just kind of outlined. And in addition to the free coins that you're playing for, they can be exchanged for additional cash prizes and rewards. If you happen to go 10 for 10 with your picks, I'll come to the table with $250. And of course, keep in mind this is a free to play game, so
Yeah, absolutely. No, this is
no major risk involved besides from what I got to take a look at. What was it? 5 or 10 coins were deducted from your account, but I'm giving you
right.
60 of them just for checking out the game. So
Hmm. Absolutely. So with that, why don't we talk a little bit about the rookies? Who are you excited about this year?
I hate rookies. I hate all of
Yeah,
them.
really?
I am not kind of like a rookie guy. I just think in this game, in today's kind of age, more and more players are actually coming out, young. So it's very kind of rare that people get to their senior year and
Hmm.
come into the NFL. Completely different game from the college game. New offensive systems, new landscape, new surroundings, new teammates, new coaching kind of staff. There's a lot of moving parts for rookies to come out and pick up. So yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to have your good ones who will come out and basically take the league kind of by storm. A la Patrick Mahomes. But actually, he
Right.
wasn't really a rookie. It
No.
was actually his second year that he actually started. So
Right.
when we're taking a look at things here, I just think that there's a lot of things that a rookie has to overcome in order to be really successful in this game. So
Absolutely.
some foreshadowing. Expect a lot of unders from me in terms of my three
Hmm.
picks, or
Gotcha.
however we decide to go ahead and do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's some guys that I'm excited to watch. Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville,
Okay.
to see if Mac Jones can overtake Cam Newton in New England. Um, and there's some guys that on defense that I'm interested in seeing how they work out. Zaven Collins in Arizona, Queedy Pie there in Indianapolis. Um, obviously I play a lot of fantasy football and
Yeah.
rookies are a big thing for in that. So it's going to be an interesting year. See, and hopefully we're kind of past the whole COVID stuff from last year, which really kind of stifled the ability for rookies to make the team to make much of an impact. So kind of getting back a little bit closer to normal football. So we'll definitely see. But let's flip over to the screen and start making our picks. So this is, like we said before, contest 6, sponsored by the IDP guys. Check them out, idpguys.org. Um, and then do you want to just do 3 and 3 and leave the last 4 for off screen?
Yeah, we'll leave the last four for off screen, and we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So, how do you want to do this? I
You
guess
could
I always
you
go first, right?
yeah.
All right. Just because, again, a lot of, and I don't know. I mean, this guy looks like he's 2 years old. I mean, I understand, a lot of kind of numbers. A lot of people are excited about him, especially from a BYU perspective here. But look, I still think that that division is going to be extremely tough. I am referring to the AFC East. So, and then after all, they are kind of like in the New York Jets. So, right off the bat here, give me Zach Wilson under 20.5 TD passes.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna go actually on the wide receiver side. What do we got here? Oh, did you guys already? Oh, most receiving, most touchdowns. Looks like you guys already corrected for this. Devontae Smith already has an injury, so I want to take something with him on the under, but it doesn't look like you got any for me. So let's kind of spin and go with I actually really like Najee Harris. I believe that he's going to be the only real threat there. So I'm going to take him as going over 1,000 rushing yards.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I think this is actually kind of like a slam dunk. But before I kind of lock it in, let me just kind of run it by you because I believe Belichick secretly despises rookies as well, and I
Yep.
still think that there's some other options at the QB position that he's going to be hanging his hat on, especially if he wants to go ahead and compete. So I'm not looking for Mac Jones to start a game until at least after week 4. I think that's a slam dunk. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good shot. Unless Cam Newton goes down with injury, I think that they'll give Mac Jones a try. But I would say that you got a good shot there. So after week 4, there it is. Um, along the same lines, I am going to go with Justin Fields will not start week
I
1.
was looking at that same one.
Yeah, I think
I
Andy
agree.
Dalton's got the job right now until he loses it. So, I don't think that's going to be in preseason.
All right, so let me see if I can kind of um, end on somewhat of a positive from my third pick here.
Mhm.
And just because, again, I think he's a rookie, still needs to learn the ropes like a little bit. And because he's young and he is a rookie, um, still probably under the impression that he can do a lot of the things that he did in college, or he can do a lot of the things in the NFL as he did in college. So in terms of an over, just because, hey, you know what, learning new systems, not understanding, where pressure is actually coming from, getting not skittish, but just not necessarily hesitant to run here. I like the Trevor Lawrence over 4.5 rushing TDs.
All right. There it is. All right. And then I'm actually going to make a pick for rookie of the year. And I think that it will be Kyle Pitts. He's got incredible talent, going to a great situation. I think he's going to make an impact year 1 there in Atlanta, and that therefore I think he wins the rookie of the year spot. So uh, there we go. There's our picks. We'll do the last 4 offline so that we could have a shot at winning. Still not completely play our hand. And yeah. So one thing we didn't do this time is you got our results. Like you've been tracking this since the beginning of the year. Where are we at, and who is in the lead?
You know what? I just pulled it up before. I'll do it offline. I'll bring it to the table next show. I know that you're leading by 6, but the last 2 shows that we've actually have done have been a little bit more on the seasonal front.
Sure.
So it's not like they've updated. So
Gotcha.
I'll come to that. I know that I'm losing, you're winning, but we're now getting back into football, which apparently is your sweet spot. And I guess the other stuff was my sweet spot here. So I'm thinking almost like the reverse jinx will take place, that I'll
Mm,
start beating you in the things that you're so called prolific in, and the things
could
that
be.
I thought that I was smart in, just like we did towards the tail
Yep.
end of last year when I was dominating football. So you can tell one of the main reasons as to why we've taken a break from making picks is that I want to get back into football so that I can start winning again.
Yeah. No, makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But it's a
So with
nice little
that,
prize. Anybody can go ahead and play. Of course, we got a lot of different things going on. So I'm hopeful to make some updated product announcements as we get closer to the football season. But hey, you know what? You're not going to find out if you actually win until, I don't know, tail end of December. But still, $250, $250. It's my way to keep you, I guess, interested in how your picks are doing and what we're doing throughout the
mhm,
course of a year. And if you're more of a daily person here, we got kind of baseball, some golf, and other sports that are a little bit more on a daily perspective. And look, as we record this, it's August. Today's the third, right?
Correct.
Today is the third. First preseason game tomorrow. I mean, week one is going to be here before you can blink an eye. So there'll be
Absolutely.
weekly football games that you can kind of play. Actually, I mean, between Monday night and Thursday night and Sunday. I mean, it's basically every other day that you can play a football game.
Right, absolutely. And make sure you check out Statement Games Live as well. We'll have one of those this week. And with I know that Mark's got some great updates of what's coming with the system and the and updates on the business. Going to be a very good show, which we'll be recording tomorrow. But I think both of these shows will be dropping closer to the weekend. So with that, make sure that you are following Statement Games on all social media at Statement Games. Be watching on YouTube and subscribe on YouTube, Statement Games Inc., as well as play the game. Go to statementgames.com on your desktop or mobile device and play along and win some coins. With that, Mark, it's been great running back through this again, doing these rookies, and I look forward to future episodes and getting into Statement Games Live later.
Sounds good. I'll catch up with you soon. Take care,
Yep.
everyone.